I'll tell the story. I think his dad and my dad, he brought it from the contender park, a recycle park. He found it there in the old metal box, and he brought it, and then he had to
well it because it was broken.
And that was my first bike. But I didn't race it like the school races I did with it.
Our oldest brother started racing with a 15-year-old bike of my dad, and then even our sister raced on it 1 year. I raced it, and number 5, our other brother, also raced it. No?
I'm number 5.
Oh, did I say 5?
Yeah.
All the brothers and sister used that bike before Sep, and he was the last one in line, so then he finally got this bike to race with, and he broke it.
My parents said, "You're just strong." Nah, I just got weak bikes. Years later, for me it was the second year as under 23, and Ken rode for a different team at that time. Kattekoers is a really big race as an under 23 rider. It was back then and still is now. Weeks before we were planning to be good in this race, and of course the days before we went on training and we were hoping to be together in front or like dreaming about it. It wouldn't be realistic, but you can always dream about it. And in the end we were in the front with 6 or 7 riders.
6, yeah. We were saying silently when we passed each other, like, "Oh, my legs hurt," and then Sep was saying, "Shh, don't say anything," because nobody knew that we were brothers. With 4 kilometers to go, I just attacked, and immediately Sep stopped riding with them when I got about 30 seconds with 2.5 kilometers to go. And then he said, "Yeah, what do you think? I'm not gonna chase my brother." 1.5 kilometers to go, Sep also attacked him, and at the finish we were 1 and 2. 2009 I was also in a Conti team, the same as Sep. I wanted to prove, and in winter I trained too much, and I didn't manage to show what I got. So the year after I went back to a Kermis team, and I didn't feel good about it, and I stopped racing. But we kept on training together. Every training ride we did together, and
for multiple years, huh?
For I think six years we did it.
Yeah, that was pretty extreme.
And I was also working full time, so that was pretty hard sometimes. But we enjoyed it, and we knew that it was important to keep doing that.
A lot of times I said that he was crazy. He could stay at home when it was bad weather, but he never wanted to skip one training. He wanted to have exactly the same time and kilometers as me. And even when it was too bad to go outside and I had to go on the rollers, then he said, "Give me half an hour, I'll be there." And then he rode next to me on the rollers. When I was younger and I felt tired or I didn't feel good in the training, I would have skipped the intervals. And then there was always Ken who said, like, "Oh, we're gonna try anyway, and we do one time and then we see, and then one more time." Or he started to attack me on the climbs. And of course, then I always did what I had to do. Now, I'm always training on my own, and I'm like old enough to know, like, okay, I have to do this. I never skip any training. But in that time, like when I was early 20s, I think it was really good to have him on my side.
You also the
working together now.
profile. I think that's gonna be
We had to grow. In the past, he had his job, and I had my cycling. We trained together, talked about everything in life. And with Ken coming into my world from a different side, we had to find a new balance, create some new space between us. Because at one point, all we could talk about was cycling, and that was too much.
Sometimes it's hard, because we're sometimes hard on each other, and we are not scared to tell what we think.
We always had it. We were very close with each other, always, from when we were kids.
Yeah, and I think we both understand our role in the team, and we respect each role. And I think as long as we do that, that's the most important thing.
The first year, let's say we got ups and downs, but it always got better. And now, I think now it's working really well. In the race, we don't show we're brothers, even though everybody knows. And then at home we can be brothers again.